things are going, is the right way, I drop my pen. It is not common. It's not common. It's not common that somebody will say, no, I don't think this is the way to go. It is not common.
I agree with you in a democratic world, but like my brother was talking, democracy, you're talking about people want to demonstrate and they restrict them. You know what I mean? There are different ways to demonstrate. You can demonstrate by singing a song. You can demonstrate by writing articles. It's not only going to the streets, dance and all. Because what we have seen is, for example, I have a civil society group. We want to demonstrate on what government is not doing right. There are others who will join. They have different motives to go and do. Different from my own idea or what I want to campaign for, what I want to see the government do. So these are some of the limitations. That is why they ask you to write. They say write for approval by the Public Order Act. Am I correct?
So now, okay, now it comes to what Kone started with. Now, if you write, they are going to write to the IGP.
Yeah, sure.
And that IGP was appointed by the president.
Sure.
To the president. And either daily or weekly, the IGP, the army chief, and other players in the security sector update the president on the security situation in the country, and he gives directives and instructions, because he is the commander in chief. He is the fountain of honor. He is the custodian of the country's constitution. You understand? And he is the supreme executive authority. So it means our president, president of Sierra Leone has enormous powers. So now in a situation where you write to the IGP and the IGP refuses, to grant you permission to demonstrate or to protest, where do you lodge complaint? Who are you going to talk to when the IGP refuses to grant you permission?
Okay, thank you, Sheku. Now, in your letter, we are writing to give you space to demonstrate. You have to be specific in your letter. That is my understanding. And after sending your letter, they will have to call you for interview. You want to demonstrate the routes you are going to use. After that, they will have to reply you if it is conducive or not. Now you are talking about the president, ONS, and all those having security meeting. We have what to call, when in the army they have what they call situation reports. It happens almost every day. Every day situation report comes from every region. And in this situation report, we have what they will refer to you. If you are the commanding officer for West 1, they will tell you 252. That is knowing and doing. If you know this action is going to cause problem, don't accept it. If you accept it, then you shoulder the responsibility. So the IGP does not act alone. He doesn't come and say, okay, this organization B has written that they want to demonstrate, they've given their reasons, blah blah blah. If the route is not comfortable, they will tell you, okay, go by this route, I will provide you security. If you accept, fine. If you don't accept, I think there is a document you are going to sign in case anything happens after that. If you don't meet to those requirements, then Sheku, they will not give you.
Don't you think some of the conditions they give you or the conditionalities are Muslim? It's like Muslim you not to even start, because for example, if they tell you if probably there is a break somewhere in a shop, you are the ones who are going to be held responsible, you are the ones who are going to pay, and you don't have that capacity. So what happens? You are discouraged and you just discontinue whatever action you want to take.
No, Sheku, you are not Muslim, you are not discouraged, you are guided, you are directed in the interest of the citizens of this country. Now, for example, every demonstration that is approved, they're supposed to provide you security as long as it is approved, and the routes you are going to use, they provide you security. So anything happen within that confines of your demonstration, it has to be handled by the security. But for example, if you are giving me ECOWAS state to demonstrate and their security is there, anything that happens at Abacha, that demonstration is not responsible for it.
Why is it that there are when government, for example, a state government wants to take people to the streets in their own interests, you understand? They do. Because as because it is their own interest. If it is against them, probably an anti-government protest. Successive governments. Now, I'm not talking. This is not just for this government. We've seen governments come and go, but successive governments, when it is in their own interest, they don't think about miscreants. They don't think about people hijacking probably the procession. But if they smell anything that has to do probably with anti-government protest or demonstration, you are not allowed. The IGP will not issue you a permit for you to go ahead. That has been happening, over the years. Not only this government, I want to repeat, not only this government, it happened in the days of, and it's like Roma, it even happens in the days of the late President Ahmed Yankaba, and it is still happening.
Sheikh, I understand the angle you are coming from. But again, even the sitting governments, it's a must. It is not should. It's a must that you write for clearance. So even the sitting government, I want to believe, I am guessing, that there are references to the IGP or whosoever is concerned. But again, rejecting me not to demonstrate, there are various channels I can go through. We have the Human Rights Commission. I can seek for redress. There are other organizations within the nation.
Who appoints the Human Rights Commission?
It's the president again. But what I'm saying, there are due processes to follow, Shekun. No matter what happens, it's just like now I want to go to Mitimagai College. I want to go and do TC. And they tell me that I should have 2 or 3 credits, and I know I don't have it. And I go and apply. I go and buy my PIN or pay in the bank. Who is going to lose? Is it the college or the applicant? It is you, the applicant, because you know the criteria and you went and apply. So it's the same thing we are saying here. The president is appointing, fine. But these people, are they not serving their conscience? Let's ask the question. Let us forget about the president and ask the appointees. You have to serve your conscience.
Let us come to the social aspect of us human beings. You understand? In a situation where the resources are so limited, people become so naive that they don't want to lose their jobs. And then there is somebody out there, who determines whether you go today or tomorrow. What happens? One thing, politics has actually dominated every sector,
For the records, I agree with you, Sheikh, on that.
Yes,
I agree with you for the records.
Definitely. So that is where the challenge is. Not that some people are not really genuine, they are not credible. But you see, politics corrupts people. Because they will tell you, if it is governance, it is collective responsibility. You cannot feel the finger that feeds you. So these are some of the concerns. Not that some people are not genuine, they are not credible, they are not patriotic, they are not nationalistic, but the environment is not just conducive for them to actually, contribute their best to society. Do you agree?
At some point, I want to agree with you. These people have been appointed, and I want to serve in the maybe for the opportunities there during their service. And so because of that, they will compromise whatever is correct or whatsoever is not correct. Now, what I am saying as a Sierra Leonean is due processes are there to be followed. If by any reason you are there and you are not serving well, posterity will judge. We've seen it in this nation.
Okay, now let's come to voting. Voting is part of democracy.
Yeah.
Democracy is a number game.
Definitely.
We are in the majority, we always carry, the day. But, when it comes to voting, the efforts, the energy put into politicians, to kind of emphasize this need for you to vote, the rights to vote. If the rights to vote, the emphasis, the energy on the rights to vote.
But the energy starts from the right to register.
It is alright. It is
to register.
It is alright. It is alright. Don't allow anybody to disenfranchise you.
Definitely.
It is alright.
That's the time you see them to the market, to the beaches, everywhere.
But then voting is just one aspect of democracy. Democracy goes beyond just voting.
Definitely.
Democracy talks about equal opportunities. Talks about even distribution of the national cake. It talks about access. It talks about a whole lot of things, human rights. You understand? So But much emphasis is not placed on those other rights, but the right to vote. You know, this energy. It is your right, correct? When it comes to voting, it is your right. But that energy is not placed on the right to equal access, the right to good health, the right to equal opportunities. Yes, correct.
Let me just say a few things before I come to your question. If you go to places like South Africa, every day people demonstrate on the streets for different issues. And this is one country that is practicing the advanced democracy that we are talking about. That's why you see almost every day in South Africa, people go on the street to demonstrate. If there's no water in this community today, you see people gather.
Well, even in France, 2 days ago.
No, I don't want to go to the European world. I'm limiting myself to Africa because we are in Africa.
Yes.
If you go to places like South Africa or Kenya, communities. If there's no water in this community today, people will come out in mass to demonstrate. If there is no light in this community, in another community, every day in that country, people demonstrate in that community. Even in parliament, most times they demonstrate around the parliament. In our own case, it's a different ball game altogether, because the police will tell you that as long as if you say today that I want to demonstrate because of there is no light, it will be difficult for the police to give you that clearance. If you want to demonstrate that market prices have gone up, it will be difficult in this country to give you that right, because they know that these are burning issues affecting people, and police will use that if you allow that kind of demonstration to take place, you have miscreants coming out to disturb properties and that's all. But then you also, as a police, as my brother was saying, for every demonstration that is approved, the police should be there to guide that demonstration, how they should go about. Because sometimes it's just a peaceful demonstration where people hold placards, marching along the streets, not destroying properties, not making checkpoints. And even those kind of demonstration, police will not allow you. And we say we are in a democracy. Now let me come to the aspect of the voting that we are talking about.
The
energy of politicians is even supersede 100%. They will even visit the most difficult areas. I remember my village is one place where it's difficult for politicians to go. But during elections, you see SLRA, if the president or the sitting government at that moment want to go to my village, the SLRA will do everything to pave that road even for a week, so that the president will be able to go there. After that campaign, after the election, that's the end of it. And you will see our politicians today. I'm not just limiting it to the government of the day. Even people, parliamentarians, councillors, when they want to campaign, they will go to your houses, they will go and sit with you. Even if you are eating gari, they will attempt eating the gari. Yes. And after eating the gari for that election, if they are voted for, we've seen in this country, go now to parliament and look at the people that are in parliament, the honorables that are in parliament. Those who are staying at the east end of Freetown, go and see whether they are still staying there. Most of them have moved to the west, because this is where they think that they should stay. And even other politicians, a whole lot of them. So that's how our politics has been practiced for. But the things that actually, when we say people-centered issues, people-centered challenges, for example, water, electricity, housing, these are issues that are affecting us as a people on daily basis. Go to places like, don't go far, go to places like New Englandville. After the rains, you will see people coming down with jerry cans on daily basis in search of water. And yes, the electricity has a bit improved, but very soon when it comes to the dries, you will see. You will pay for electricity. Your meter will be having to pop, but there is no light, and it will be difficult for you to go out on the street. And even when they give the light intermittently, it destroys people's property on daily basis. There are a lot of people every now complaining, and in our constitution, we don't have that right to take certain institutions to court, or to take government to court. You don't have that right in the 1991 constitution. In other advanced democracies like the ones in Kenya, you can take your government to task, you can take your government to court, you can take a department to court. For example, EDSA. If EDSA electricity damage your appliances in your home, like for your TV or whatever, you have the right to take them to court. But in our constitution, we don't have that right. And now that there are a lot of emerging issues. For example, the aspect of local councils, it's not in the constitution. That is why even taking development to certain areas, it is difficult. It is not in our constitution. Even the aspect of climate change, the laws that we are to protect our environment, it's not in the constitution. We don't even have a standalone law that protects the media when it comes to freedom of speech.
Okay.
And this is where, and it's all part of democracy. The aspect of free speech. That is why you have this law that the police are now using to muzzle the press. Cyber law. What is, and even in the cyber law, the definition of cyber bullying and cyber stalking is not clear.
Okay, for years in this country, journalists, and all rights campaigners, advocated for the repeal of the obnoxious Part 5, Public Order Act, which was done by no less a person than the sitting president, for which journalists or media practitioners do appreciate.
Yeah, we name it as champion of free speech and democracy.
But for it again to be replaced by this cyber law, it's
especially Section 44.
Now, in fact, some people suggest, but nothing has changed.
Section 44, because what the police are now inviting people for, no sooner you write anything critical about anybody, as long as it is on social media, the police will invite you for cyberbullying and cyber stalking. And even in the cyber stalking, sometimes people don't understand. Sheku, if you are not, I'm your friend, but I say hi, Sheku. You don't answer me. I say hi again, Sheku. You don't answer me. And I say hi again, Sheku. 3 times. In cybersecurity, you can report me and the police will invite me. That is cyberbullying. If you send series of texts to me, so these are all issues that we are grappling. That Section 44 that talks about cyberbullying and cyber stalking. What is the definition of cyber stalking and cyberbullying? If you go to advanced democracy,
as large, during the consultation, because
yes, we presented a position.
I know that they did some consultation.
Yeah, we presented a position
during your consultation, with the drafters of that particular law. Didn't you see?
That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
We presented a position on Section 44, and the Section 44 how it was drafted. The same way they told us that they will look at it and modify, but how it was drafted is the same way that it came out again.
So it's like your position was ignored.
It was ignored.
Right.
So basically, but we are also now working with the International Federation of Journalists. Because we've done a comprehensive look at that particular piece of legislation, and we've done a position also. We are working with the International Federation of Journalists, which have been also presented to this government. And currently, they are telling us that the law will be looked into again. But I'm happy that the Attorney General came out this week. He was one of the radio stations this week, and he was talking about the cyber law, that the cyber law is being misimplemented. The way they should implement the cyber law, that's not the way they are implementing it. Because if I write something out that is let's say a government official or anybody, as long as that person is not comfortable with what I've written, they have the right to take me to.
Alright, okay, yes. Let us come to this voting. This right to vote. It is alright. The politicians, you see the energy. And not only energy, you even see the synergy, because they speak. They are all on the same page. So now, why do you think much emphasis not placed on our rights? The tenets of democracy, which has to do with the rule of law. I mean, human rights. Equal access. I mean, these are all things, but these are the ingredients for a democracy to work. But much emphasis is not placed on them. Rather, it is this right to vote. Yeah, it is all right. You have to vote. Because it is in their interest. What do you think, Lahad?
Yeah, Sheku, thank you. The politicians have taken us for granted. In a sense, I am going to canvass them, and when they vote for me, what I want to do is what I'm going to do for them. It's not what they want. Now let me reference. I had the opportunity to be in Ghana in 2008. Now, fortunately for me, that particular year, together with my colleagues, we met campaigns ongoing in Ghana. Now what happens, Sheku? For example, in New England here, if you want to become their representative and you are campaigning, there is a document they present to you to sign before they vote for you. There I learned before coming to Sierra Leone that people can deny their signature with pen, but with this right thumbprint, you can't deny it. I learned it in Ghana before coming to Sierra Leone back. Now you sign that document before going to office. And specifically these representatives, they have their offices. Now people go to your office to meet you, even when you don't come to them. That we make to understand you have been given a symbol for A, B, C, and D party, and you are going to be the representative. This is what we are going to present before we vote for you. I can tell you there are some communities they will not vote if you did not sign that document, Sheku. But here we have been taken for granted, like my brother is saying. You go to my, because you want to go and campaign in my village, you design the road, you pave the road, you do everything good. Or for example, now in my village there in Koya, we need this tractor to do our farming. So because elections is coming out, you take the tractor there, tell the people this is the tractor. Maybe the tractor will just work for 1 week. And after working for 1 week.
Now if it is in the rise, it is even dangerous. Yeah. Because I can remember I was part of a certain convoy leading to when it was about an event in I think Kailam. I think the president was to make his maiden visit to Kailam. Not this president. You know, SLR went, they paved the road, and it was really the rise. And the place became so dusty. And when the convoy was moving, you know, the vehicles, you know, the drivers cannot see some of the other vehicles in front, and even those behind cannot see those in front. So what happened? You know, most of the vehicles are at some point collided. In fact, you know, reports at that time suggested that a soldier even lost his life. You understand? That one was not reported widely, anyways. But it happened. So even when you try to please somebody by going there, paving the roads, doing the drives, it is dusty. There is a possibility. I will know how some of these presidential convoys move. Yeah. You know, so that is it. You know, in as much as yes, the voting is most important, but at the same time there are other tenets. There are other things that you should do for democracies to work.
Sheku, I want to tell you, and let me go on record. This national ID card we are talking about, if it has been that we are having elections next month, they will say people to go and take it free, just because they want that vote. When it comes to what they want, they do it the way they think it should go. Now they are charging, I think it's 145 million. But I tell you, if elections is supposed to be next month, that will be a campaign message. The sitting government will just say, all national...
Depending if we are going to use our ID cards to vote.
No, I'm just giving the example.
Yeah.
I'm just giving an example to win voters, like Sheku is saying about registration. When it comes to registration, go to the radios, go to the television, go to the discos, the cinemas. Some will go and even watch game with you. They don't mind if there is mosquitoes or whatsoever, they don't care. They will go. But when it comes to their commitment, that's what I'm saying, they have taken us for granted. I am coming from the God-rich axis. And it will interest you, the other day I had the district council chairman saying they have built a market for God-rich through the council. Where I was seated, I was just laughing.
So there is no market?
Well, I'm not saying there is no market, but he is saying they have built. The word built, okay, which means it is there, well furnished, and it's ongoing. That is my own understanding.
So the market is not ongoing?
No, what I'm saying, the structure is there. Okay. But it's not a structure as a market. People are not using it, Sheku.
So in other words, it is a white elephant?
That's what I'm saying, yes.
So it's like people are living in the market and selling on the streets?
2 weeks ago, I made to understand that we now have a land going by the bridge to Obafunkia. It's where they are using now proposed market by the honorable and the headman.
Okay, now so what do you think, gentlemen? Now we've discussed this democracy thing, and you know, Sierra Leone is joining other countries to celebrate, you know, International Day for Democracy or the National Day of Democracy, which is the 15th of September of every year, and this was, you know, it came about, you know, by a UN resolution in 2007 by the United Nations General Assembly. And as Abraham Lincoln says, democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Now, what do you think we should do for democracy to work? Because there are some other countries they are not in democracy, but they are far ahead in terms of development. Like for example, China, which is now the second largest economy in the world. You know, they will tell you they have. In fact, Chinese man will argue that they have the largest democracy. In fact, they have the largest parliament.
And theirs is simple.
You understand? So every one party democracy, every facet of society is represented.
Yeah.
You know. But our own multi-party system, you know, in fact, we should be discussing multi-party system in a country where the vast majority of people are not educated. When it comes to voting, people vote on tribal lines, regional lines, they vote on other considerations. They don't even. That is why I keep on saying that one of the deficiencies in democracy is that the majority is not always correct. So, what do you think we should do, to better our democracy?
Now, I stand to be corrected, but the theme for this year I'm saying is ensuring effective governance of artificial intelligence at all levels. That again is a question.
Yes.
Artificial intelligence at all levels. Now, it's just like what I was arguing with somebody on this teacher license exams. The expert Pakoma, who has been in Kabbalah, he has taught for over 40 years. We tell him that man to go and take exams to issue him license. Why don't you go to his college?
When you retire in 2 or 3 years.
Check his credentials. Go to the community, do your exam, and issue license out to people. It's what they are telling us now. Artificial intelligence into democracy.
For that part,
how many of us? Yeah, go ahead.
No, for that, you mentioned,
for that old man in Kabbalah who has been in the classroom for over 40 years, he has taught for over 40 years.
You want him not to go and
write exams to have a license.
And retiring in the next 2 or 3 years.
Yes.
For me, the license is not bad.
No, I'm not against it. I'm just citing an example.
But if you want to bring in that kind of aspect, you have to have a scale of balance.
Definitely. Definitely.
Whereby for people that are now coming in the teaching profession, you can introduce that for them, for those that are coming in.
In fact, from the institution,
yes,
not to you. You go to meet him again, for example, say in your exams, comprehensive exams, these are the questions we want to see. Let them take it there. So they get their license immediately from the college. I'm not against the exams they are doing. In fact, I'm going to be part of that exam.
But the thing is that but the thing also is nowadays, people take exams without even sitting in a classroom. That is the AI they are talking about. You understand? For example, there are some people, they don't even, you never see them in the classrooms, but they do have their credentials. Because through AI, you take your lessons, you go through your assignments, and everything is done. At the end of the day, you sit to the exams, and your result is
online courses. Are you talking about online courses? Are you talking about online courses?
No, but let me just say this. The aspect of technology will not shift away from technology. Whatever way, if you don't embrace technology will embrace you. Or if you don't embrace technology, you'll be left behind.
In this 21st
Definitely, in this 21st century. That's why you see all media houses now, they are going digital, they are going on Facebook, social media, because they don't want to be left behind. But in these aspects, the theme for this year that we should embrace artificial intelligence is good, because as a democratic society, as long as we are moving, we have to be in line with other advanced democracies, what they are doing, the technology they are improving on. But then coming back to our context as Sierra Leone or as Africans, in our own context, like what we are now discussing, because there are issues that we might be talking about. It's not popular in other areas, or they have gone far ahead. Because if you go to places like Kenya or Ghana, because most time we borrow from Ghana, a number of teachers are licensed. How do they do it? We are talking about people who have practiced in the classroom for 40 years. That person will be retiring maybe in the next 2 or 3 years. Why do that person need a license when licenses have not been introduced for the rest of his time he was teaching in the class?
Was you suggesting that those new ones
coming in, and even at that, should be left in the hands of the university.
Yes, let it be part of their
Where
modules.
as long as that person has been qualified, I think they should introduce a model for teachers' license.
Yes.
If that person has been qualified as a teacher, when he's leaving that college, he comes along with that license. It shows that he's now a qualified and licensed teacher.
Like it is done, in the College of Medicine.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are coming out as a certified doctor, medical
or pharmacist.
Pharmacist.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, that is what you come out. You come out with. You see, or like what even the lawyers, from law school, they are not certified as a lawyer.
What do we do to better our democracy?
Now,
like we discussed this energy on voting, the right to vote, which is the most important right when it comes to politicians. That is the right. We have to vote. You see the energy, you have to register. It's your right. But not. Why not emphasizing also on the right to equal opportunities, the right to human rights, the right to facilities, opportunities, the right to so that is it. So how do we really better our democracy? This is democracy we now have, multi-party democracy, in an environment where majority of our compatriots are illiterates. They don't even know what is democracy. All they know is the colors. If it is green, it is green. If it is red, it is red. So that is. These are the funny considerations people vote. Vote on some of these. Some kind of outdated sentiments. I'm from this region. I'm from that region. I'm from this tribe. Those kind of things. That is what we see happening in our country. In the multi-party democracy, which in fact. To me, it has been one of the reasons for this polarization of the country, this lack of cohesion. Because when it comes to politics, people think differently. That is where regions come in. That is where tribes come in, sections. Nepotism, as the case may be. So, what do we do to get out of this, out of this trap? Because we are like in a cage, where people don't think objectively. People just think, you see, you can vividly see the selfish. When it comes to politics, you see the selfish interests people portray, people manifest, people exhibit. So what do we do to better this democracy?
Yeah, Sheku, I am part of the research that is ongoing. For our democracy in Sierra Leone, if you check, for example, this is off the records, please. For example, for the tenures. No, I know I am saying this. I am saying this because of what you are putting just now. Because they can just say this is cybercrime or what is that and the rest of it. Now what I want to say is I am part of a research that we are working on. Maybe by December we will have completed that research. We are looking at why are people voting from this particular region? Why are they voting for blue? Are you getting me? In this particular region, why are they voting for pink?
It is simple because
and
the
now,
brother from that end is contesting. They see it as one of them. That is simple.
And now, what we have seen is a particular tribe is in a particular setting that is not moving like other tribes. The Timners, the Mendes, they move. They do intermarriage. But if you look at the corners, you hardly see them moving. Specifically, that is why if they say they are going for this, they go for it full and they win it. That particular tribe. Now, coming out to your question is, all we need to know is let us understand why we are voting. Sheku, why should I vote for you? Is it because I know Sheku is my college mate, is blah 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 and all the rest of it? What can Sheku do? Or what has he done doing his services at SLBC? So I'm going to bank on that in voting and supporting Sheku. But here, people will just say, quote unquote, me, them born me red and they die red. Me, them born me green and they die green. So, you can come from England, America, Germany. As long as I belong to pink, or I didn't born me, I will just see this now the fella, my vote for. Without, I don't know you, you are just coming, I have not even interact with you. But just because I belong to pink, and you are representing pink, and I will support. And we've seen in national.
Somebody said a friend of mine said the other day about when it comes to these two elephants in the room, I mean, the APC and the SLPP, it doesn't matter who leads, any of the parties.
But that's our problem.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as the most important thing is for you to have the flag.
For me, it's wrong.
Now the most important, even for symbols, in certain areas, in certain regions, all what you need to fight for is for you to have the symbol. That is automatic qualification to parliament.
I agree with you.
Understand? And that is exactly the same when it comes to even those who carry the flag. I mean, the standard bearers. If it is APC, you just have the flag. If it is SLPP, you just have the flag. And you are followed. You know, connect
religiously. Yeah, Sheku, the things that we think that will improve democracy when you have an informed and empowered citizens. Education. That's why this free quality education, we seem to be playing with it. I think it's something we should embrace because the government pronounced the free quality education, but also it is also left with us also as people to make sure that it works. President Bio might leave government today and the education system will still remain, but if we join and empower that sector, just like President Ernest Bai Koroma left the free medical, but it seemed to be dwindling down. So these are the type of conversation I think we should be having. Also, fair processes is very, very key in democratic tenure, where you have fair processes. For example, the selection or appointment of judges, this should be left in the hands of a panel that is independent, that will appoint judges who come with their credential. They look at their credential, they conduct interviews for them. The distribution of resources, fair distribution of resources. Yes, is also something that which will embark on, that will improve the lives of citizens. Because when you have that fair distribution of the resources, then you make sure that each and every part of society gets what they are supposed to have. And this by this way, there are a lot of other things. You have the article we are talking about, free speech, freedom of the press. I mean, allowing democratic processes like demonstrations to take place. Because when people are aggrieved, in societies where people are every now and then they are aggrieved, and you do not allow them to express those grievances out in terms of demonstrating peacefully, displaying placards or whatsoever, and dishing out their voices. And when you clamp down on those,
in fact, Colin, let me just say this. You know, through the TRC, I mean the Truth and Reconciliation Commission process. One of the reasons identified for I mean among reasons for the war, the 11 years civil strike.
It's a clamping down on dissenting views.
Is that when people attempted or people even silenced, dissenting views.
Yes.
When you
for a long time,
very long time, and it is like that, burnt out anger. The person is vexed, and when it explodes, it leads to volcanic eruption. So these are some of the things, you don't suppress, we need to improve dissent.
Sometimes just allow the people to vent out their grievances. If they do it in a way that it is not of that possible way, then the laws are there. The laws are there to take care of them, those who will be in charge. So that's the more reason why we should not be clamping down on dissenting views, and also subjecting people to just one aspect is also not helping this country. I know just now we are talking about people voting on tribal lines, because I know that when my tribesman is in power, I have the access. Just now you talk about access, I have that access. As long as yes, I have access.
You have security.
Yes, I have security. I have access to that person. So, but in a democratic society, all of us, as long as we are citizens, should have that fatal access to the powers that be. But these days, it's not happening, and that's why we
by
need to have.
By the way, when somebody say, in Europe we hear about the right and the left, but for me, you know, I prefer to be a leftist.
So Sheku,
I would prefer to be a leftist.
there's no way you have 100% people supporting you. Even in your family, if you have 2 or 3 children, not all the children will support you. You will have some children who go against your principles.
But the thing is,
so you don't have to have
now,
anybody.
the reason I said, you know, I prefer to be left than to be right. You know, the leftists, they are the ones, you know, the welfare state, they practice some form of socialism. And it's about, you know, ensuring that you lift people from poverty. It's not like institution for the right, and they say, okay, every man for himself, God for us all. You understand? You have to be your brother's keeper. You have to be your sister's keeper. That is what the leftists, you know, really believe in. But the thing is, let us now come to something different. It has to do with, you know, the SLP executive has warned, you know, potential, flag bearer hopefuls to kind of dull their game, because they've not reached to that point yet to say, okay, everybody is free to come out and to declare intentions. That is coming from the SLPP new executive corner. Those who really want to be flag bearers, they should, for now, relax a bit and wait for such a time when the executive of the party would declare.
Yes, that was a caution that was put out. Not now. It's not now. It was a caution that was put out sometime. Yes, sometime back by their leader, the president. That he's still president. He's still president of this country, and he's still leader of the SLP. And no whistle has been blown for campaign for flag bearer. So they cautioned in the last time, and that has been echoed again. So that's why before this time we've seen people who are campaigning to become flag bearer of the SFP, like Honorable Sidi Tunis. He was all over the place. We also had about Ali Kaba and other people who are campaigning, but all of that have been shut down.
And of late we just heard that Timothy Kaba, the minister, our minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, has also declared intention. When he did say,
but let's listen. We have to listen to that interview. Because I listened to that interview. He was asked if you are asked today by President Bill to become the flag bearer, or your party to become flag bearer, and he was responding to that question. So basically, he did not go to that program to say that I want to become flag bearer. That is why I'm coming here. He was asked a question, whether it was premeditated or what we cannot say. But he was asked during the interview that if you are asked today to lead the SFP or to replace your boss, will you accept? And anybody in his right senses will accept that kind of response. I'm not sure he was.
No, he was asked.
He was asked.
And he did say, but he would like to
succeed his boss.
Succeed his boss. And it had been rumored. You and I know, but it had been rumored that he's interested.
So that's why. So sometimes
before that interview,
Cheku, you know why we politicians. Sometimes politicians they are not too. I will not say they are intelligent, but they are not that quick intelligent.
Not too clever.
Yeah, too clever. Because you remember Robbie White killed a lot of African leaders in Africa with his questions. Sometimes when Robbie White asks you, the way you respond to that question, if you're not careful, before you turn it to your question, before you turn it to your place, you are ousted or you are arrested. Yeah. Look at what happened. What happened in the coup that we had in the guy Yaya Kanu or the Yaya Kanu or so. When the interview,
I think he was asked.
He was asked.
He was part of the coup.
Part of the coup. Yeah.
When he said, "No, I'm not part of them, but they want me to be part of them."
To be part of them. Yeah. And he was part of the military.
Yeah.
So at that point, he was eliminated easily. So basically, we have to be sensible enough to answer the question. Even us coming here, sometimes some of the questions that you ask us, we take our time to answer them because we don't want to get into trouble whilst responding. So we have to be clever and quick to answer those questions.
Right. The SLPP executive cautioning, hopefuls, those who really want to succeed President Bio, to say, okay, you know what, take a pause. The time is not right for that. For now, take a pause.
Yeah. Before the new constitution, the president was not part of the executive. For this new one they are having now, that is the SLPP, the president is the leader of the party. And as well, the vice president is the deputy leader, which is different from the national chairman or deputy national chairman. So I think what they are looking at now, well, I don't know, maybe they are looking at sanity or they want peace, because for now I can tell you there are over 10 presidential candidates for the SLPP with their ambition.
I mean, aspirants, right?
Yes. So when I listen to the public relations officer, I think he's talking about everybody should focus on the president's 5 big game changers instead of selling or pursuing their personal ambitions. Well, for me, I look at it from 2 different angles. One, are these people who want to become presidential candidates part of the current government? Yes, some are.
Some, yeah.
Some are. And I think those are the people who they supposed to tell that, hey, hold it, you are serving as a minister, don't go this way. But those who are not serving, Sheku, they should have the free will to do what they want to do because they are not part of the current system.
No, advantage in there.
I am saying that if you are serving, who are they disadvantaged? Those that are serving.
No.
If you are serving, you can resign. Sheku. No, you cannot be minister of information.
They are not part of government.
Yeah.
But they are part of the party.
They are part of the party.
So they should be allowed.
Part of the party.
They should be allowed.
I think the point is.
So if you want to join, you resign.
Okay, now the point is, let's say for example, if the executive members, those who are not in this new executive, some are part of government, and some are not.
Yes.
Even the chairman, is the deputy at the NAXA.
NAXA. So
he also has an ambition of becoming the flag bearer.
No. The point is, the reality is, Lahai.
Yeah.
When it comes to when you are a party in government, there are times it is very difficult for you to separate, party activity and governance.
Definitely.
Because you are the party in power. That is why in Ghana, for example, we always borrow a leaf from Ghana. The party chairman, the governing party chairman, and the governing party secretary general, they are part of cabinet. They sit in cabinet. Yeah, it's in Ghana.
Yeah.
We've
seen it.
In Ghana, for now, it is the NDC. Johnson Ketia. Johnson Asiadu Ketia is the chairman of the NDC in Ghana right now, the ruling party. He's in parliament. The secretary general is also a member of parliament. He's in cabinet, they sit in cabinet. So when it comes to making very serious decisions, because whatever you do in governance affects your party as well.
Of course, I agree.
So that is it. So it is very difficult to dichotomize a party activity and governance. It is very difficult.
That's why I can set one example. So basically, I can set one example. The former clerk of parliament, Palantaramani, he was there as a clerk of parliament and he made a decision. Say, if I am elected as Secretary General, I will resign. Has he done that? Yes.
Yeah, he has.
He has done that because he wants to focus on party politics.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if other people are there, I am not saying it's not your right, but you have a president, sitting president, who is the leader of that particular party, and you are challenging him while you are working under him to become a flag bearer.
Well, now the thing is that do we see it a day in Sierra Leone when the party chairman will also be a cabinet member.
That's why they look at in governance. Most times people look at the way they look at your party. That's if you are in government, they look at your party and they look at government. The way you behave in your party, that's the same way government behaves because you are all in room. That's why we should try and improve political parties' activities.
Thank you.
Because in other countries where political when you go to places like Ghana, when you go to the headquarters of NCD, you know that this is a serious political party.
Yes, they are fully functional.
They are fully functional. You don't see riff-raff boys, or when we call them I think you call themselves boys or whatever. You don't see them around. You see people in their offices, computers in front of them, doing work of the state, doing work of the party.
Well, now, for example, now you are just
which is quite different.
Now,
from what is
you
happening.
are mentioning Ghana as we're about to ramble. You understand? Now you see, for example, when they won the elections in December 2024, you would have expected that the Secretary General would be a cabinet minister or the chairman, but they are not. They are not cabinet ministers.
They still,
yes, they are still in the party headquarters doing their work, but they do attend cabinet meetings because that is where critical decisions are taken for states, and it is the party in power that is running the state. So, as party chairman or party secretaries or whatsoever, they are there. That is how it has been working for Ghana since the introduction of the 1992 Constitution, which is the fourth republic, you know. So, introduced by former President John Rawlings, the late now. So, gentlemen, democracy. Now, the final question is: do we observe? Are we observing or celebrating democracy? Because the 15th of September is International Democracy Day.
For me, we are not only observing democracy. We should celebrating democracy because we have made a lot of gains since 1996. Sheku, nobody will tell me that we've not made gains. We've conducted peaceful elections. For the word peaceful elections, yes, I'm not saying we have not have skirmishes here and there, few skirmishes here and there, but we've had peaceful elections, and those elections outcomes have been celebrated, not only us, but international community and other people.
Okay, thank you so much. And it has actually internationally, it has left a positive mark on our democratic.
Yeah, we only need to improve on it.
All right, okay. Are we celebrating democracy high, or are we merely observing?
We are celebrating Sheku as a nation and as a continent. So my only take to the Sierra Leonean concept is those reviewing the constitution, let them take all facets of the societies into account when reviewing. They should not review what suits them. Let them review in the interest of the nation. For example, you are talking about voting, that is the time they will come. Let us instill it in our educational system. And we have a module that is talking about voting, that is talking about elections, that can be taught in our schools so that we learn it before coming
talking about
into play.
The rule of law.
Definitely.
Democratic governance.
Not only for the lawyers to study it, but let us, as citizens, let us know these things and then we put them into practice.
By the way, schools open on
Monday.
Monday. I think SLTU and the government.
There's a press release.
Yes, they've met and some of the grievances. According to SLTU, from the 113 billion, 80 billion has gone into the various accounts, and they are now waiting for the remaining, which the government promised them that by Monday a number of the schools and the accounts will be hit by the remaining money. So that's why the SLTU, according to the last discussions that we had with them, that no sooner they see signs of that money going into their accounts, they will talk to their membership.
So schools will open
on Monday.
Government and government assisted schools
will open on
Monday. Government and government assisted schools will open on Monday. And Monday is the 15th of September 2025, and it is the day for democracy.
Yeah.
The
only thing I would say is for the school authorities to double their effort, because we've missed a week. Yeah. But
it has been a tradition.
No, but,
I know you know. But it has been a tradition
that the first week
when schools reopen, that first week,
it's like it goes slow.
Yeah, it's a go slow. And people is always like that. Better the teacher. Okay, that is just that. Schools are to reopen on Monday after long dialogue, long negotiation, between the SLTU and the government. So, what do you have to say to parents?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to the government for now, for agreeing to what SLTU has presented together with their subsequent bodies. But for me, the leftovers, if I could say, I want to advise SLTU and their parents body to have a working document that they present to government, that this is our target. For example, you've met these ones. From now to the opening of second term, we want these ones, so that we don't have this bungle of things again.
Payment plan.
Definitely. No, I'm not saying payments. Now they have agreed. there is already a plan. They have agreed to pay. What I'm saying, the leftovers, like the teachers that have been deleted from the payroll and all other things.
According to reports, they are going to reinstate them.
Yes, some have been reinstated already.
1,800.
Yes. Now what I'm saying,
still more.
For this first time again, I think there is a resolution on that the government should pay. So if government have paid the last 2 times, now I want to see where SLT will have a working document that will say, okay, for this first time we'll go up to December. When we are closing, we want you to pay before we reopen for second time, so that we have a argument that is clear. Now on the part of teachers, I know by now teachers will be putting together their lesson plans, lesson notes, scheme of work to go and present. I want to encourage them. Myself here, I am a teacher. I want to encourage all of us. Let us go to the classroom with that energy.
So you are a benefactor of the outcome of the dialogue between government and the SLT.
As far as teaching is concerned, and not salary. As far as teaching is concerned, and not salary, because I'm not a pin-coded teacher.
Okay.
But I am a teacher.
Alright.
You know,
Alright. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you so much, Elhai Ansari, a journalist, and also Kone Mohammed, who wears 2 hats as a journalist and also an executive member of Slbc. That is how we say goodbye. It has been Inside the Media, which came to you live from the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, where the 15th of September 2025 is International Day for Democracy, and this day was set aside in 2007 by the United Nations General Assembly. Well, this day, the UN General Assembly or the UN is urging parliaments, the executive arm of government, everybody, all democratic institutions to actually observe or celebrate this day. Because democracy, according to Abraham Lincoln, is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. That is how we say goodbye. Many thanks to the entire production team and for your contribution here this morning. Many thanks to our Bakar Guya, our camera operator. And we also have, our man, Usman is here. Usman, one of the camera operators, and in the control room, I have Senesi McAvoy. William Cargo is also there. Many thanks to everybody who contributed to this show. And that is how I say goodbye. And I've been your moderator of this international smile. Keep watching the SLBC. As we are always there to inform, educate, and entertain. Goodbye. Have a good weekend. To stop our progress with propaganda, I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around.
How to send money overseas using AfriMoney and BNB. Dial *161#. Select option 1. Go to option 6 for overseas money. Press 1 for BNB. You'll see the list of countries you can send to. Enter receiver's full name. Enter the receiver's phone number. Enter the amount you want to send. Enter your PIN to confirm. You will receive an SMS confirming your transaction. Terms and conditions applied.
is Genova J. Bangora, Commissioner General of the National Revenue Authority, and I am honored to extend a warm welcome to all our regional and international partners as Sierra Leone prepares to host one of the most important gatherings on our calendar, the WATA 2025 High-Level Policy Dialogue on Financing Development through Effective Tax Systems, and the 21st General Assembly, which will be held from the 15th to the 19th of September 2025. At the National Revenue Authority of Sierra Leone, we are proud to host these events because we believe that effective tax systems are the cornerstones of nation building. We are committed to delivering a world-class event, one that promotes knowledge sharing, inspires reforms, and strengthens partnerships. On behalf of the government of Sierra Leone, the board of directors, and the entire NRA family, I invite you to join us in Freetown this September. Let's work together to shape a tax future that truly supports the development aspiration of West Africa. Welcome to WATA 2025. Welcome to Sierra Leone.
A place cannot produce poems. It can only not prevent them. And Freetown is good at that, for Freetown has its own sudden elegances. People are slow to leave it, quick to return. And there are others who come for a year or two and stay for a lifetime, sensing that they've found a city that is in the world, yet sufficiently on the edge of it to have a different resonance. Let me tell you something about this city. All of us, we're all just passing through, and we've all been here forever. Those who came, those who stayed, those who never returned. Tides turn, seasons change. We've waited and we've watched. But we've always been here. We've always listened, because there is a different resonance here. It comes from the river, and the land, and the sky.
It's our place, all of us.
This city belongs to everyone.
And you know when it's your time.
And it's our time.
Listen, we are Freetown.
We are Freetown!
The golden rules of Freetown.
Don't pretend you're something that you're not.
Don't go thinking you're better than anyone else,
or that anyone else is better than you.
Don't shout about it. Get on with it.
We are Freetown.
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 Yeah.
We found our voice again.
I'm from India and Freetown.
I'm from China and Freetown.
I'm from the UK and Freetown.
I am from Nigeria and Freetown.
I am from home and Freetown.
This city belongs to everyone.
The fisherman,
the taxi driver,
the barber,
the drummers, the dancers.
All of us, everybody, we are Freetown.
The past is ours.
The future is ours. It's our time again.
And this city belongs to everyone.
The playwright,
the greengrocer,
the teacher,
the dog.
This space is ours.
This light is ours.
The beaches are ours.
The rivers now we own.
The roads are ours.
The bridges now we own.
We are Freetown.
We are all visitors and we've all been here forever.
We've got the mightiest river
and the biggest sky.
And there's a resonance again.
Freetown, Freetown.
We are proud of this place.
We love this city.
And we want you to love it too.
We are proud of this place.
Na pass we all dey pass like stranger dem, but we all don't dare from there. Come here and you'll feel it, that end of the line sense of freedom. Say yes to Freetown. Say yes to freedom.
Here's how to send money overseas using AfriMoney and BNB. Dial *161#. Select option 1. Go to option 6 for overseas money. Press 1 for BNB. You'll see the list of countries you can send to. Enter receiver's full name. Enter the receiver's phone number. Enter the amount you want to send. Enter your PIN to confirm. You will receive an SMS confirming your transaction. Terms and conditions applied.
Eh, 5 good years. This celebration go be grand. Fumble them. Dofa don 5 years old. And because of that, then glady get for be big and boku. And to no say, Dofa can make them granny them beauty contest where they can call Miss Old is Gold. Miss Old is Gold Volume 5. Go be na City Hall, Wallace Johnson Street. Saturday, October 11, 2025. And it go begin 4:30 sharp. Come support you, your favorite granny. I say, ticket price now 100 leon ordinary. Patron 300 leon. Don VIP now 1000 leon. The Wantoni organization for the aged, Dofa for short. While all man no say, all age no to sickness. So now that's make you for camp and this Miss Old is Gold Volume 5 and support you, young granny of the year. Dofa, the Wantoni organization for the aged.
My name is Slbc Tv, Commissioner General of the National Revenue Authority, and I am honored to extend a warm welcome to all our regional and international partners as Sierra Leone prepares to host one of the most important gatherings on our calendar, the WATA 2025 High-Level Policy Dialogue on Financing Development through Effective Fact Systems, and the 21st General Assembly, which will be held from the 15th to the 19th of September 2025. At the National Revenue Authority of Sierra Leone, we are proud to host these events because we believe that effective tax systems are the cornerstones of nation building. We are committed to delivering a world-class event, one that promotes knowledge sharing, inspires reforms, and strengthens partnerships. On behalf of the government of Sierra Leone, the board of directors, and the entire NRA family, I invite you to join us in Freetown this September. Let's work together to shape a tax future that truly supports the development aspiration of West Africa. Welcome to WATA 2025. Welcome to Sierra Leone.
Welcome back once again. Salon Music Corner Plus with me, King Milan. Thank you very much for joining me, and always make sure to glue to this program. When a Salon Music Corner Plus bringing in Salon music, then any part of the world you day, making sure yes indeed you get the best of Salon music. Somebody emailed me to ask me. He said the music way I can always come to this Gumbe music. Well, that's not my song anyway. That's my own song when I released way back, couple of years ago. Call on Gumbe Attack. If you want to get Gumbe Attack, just go on YouTube. You check for Gumbe Attack, Gumbay Attack by King Milan. You will get this song there. It's a medley song anyway, about 15-minute medley song. So people when they ask me, say definitely also get up. And I want to say kudos to my manager at that time, where I released a winner, Mr. Lambert, he did in North Carolina. Well, that's not the thing, and a lot of music I don't do again, But as I say again, I can't promote myself. I get to promote more people there because I believe so get a lot of talent there. And this program is here for that, and make sure you get the best of salon music and get the feel of how we artists and the improve now salon right now. And don't tell us I get for play music them are done by the land, of course, news them they get for there as well. And I don't get for waste time at all. We get for get some of the news them and get the feel of them right now. And they carry something else we all know say we don't lost this young talented guy when Jamil Sisse. He don't die and then bury him on Friday. I want to say Austin family them very young talent this and not Jamil, way back as I say game they do program na SLBC children's program and he's so fond of me so much. I want to say rest in peace Jamil. And we believe say go in at the right side because everybody talk good about this young guy. Everybody talk good about the entertainment industry. Everybody they talk well about him. So rest in peace, Jamil. And we know yes indeed you go in at the right side of God Almighty. Well, another news there right now. This one an 81 years old man we don't put Elon Musk in place. This man are the richest man in the world right now. And Larry Ellison. Larry Naina, the richest man now on the world. And the next one I give right now, this one, I want to say kudos to we darling youngsters, by the way, for defeating Ethiopia by 2-0. The last goal, beautiful goal, done there by twin, Alassana, not the name, Alassana in name, yeah. But again, I will get this young guy back when Saidu Musa Jos Bangura, and they play for Eastern Lounge defender. Now he don't decide. Now he didn't na Austria second league. Now he don't sign for now. The second division na Austria. Now he don't sign for. So what we wish on the best and believe says indeed. Already they look for. He will definitely get them. And this is how it will be. I get more news for come on. But as I say, I can always start with old music. This time it's an old song, but not done by old person. This now remix a song, but one decides to like come with the song, let get a feel of because they take our minds back. And the person we do the song, I mean interview in America now, but you don't go now in a salon. and me and Peking talk recently, and people meet, different people know they meet her. People they call me now for a number, but they start for giving Peking number because I think say they're going to be able to talk to him Peking more than him. And that's about another person, but the person the song that they can play right now a song originally done by Patricia Abubakar, when a King Jimmy. This time around done by a young guy, young gifted musician. Where they play guitar very, very well. I think he co-work with Colin Spratt, and this is not another person but Papa Sam Alafia, and he called this one say King Jimmy. Watch, and I'll be right back.
want African girl, yeah. Where the peace be. I want African girl. Where the sea smile. Breath, earth, do you can help me? Now me breath, earth, make them can help me. It's like un africano, que me chifla, bella ebana, que me chifla. Por favor, ven a ayudarme. Socorro, porfa que me ayude. Te hacía más ecos Oaxaca. Cuando yo la he visto dije, sálvame Cristo. También, Lita que bien. Dile, so fine, ya la so shine. Come to me, Yali, yali, come to me. Come to me, yalla, yalla, come to me. Come to me, yeah, yeah. Come, you coco girl, you loco, you colo, me loco. Coco girl, you got me loco, coco. Loco, mi vida, déjame demostrarte. Mi vida, déjame demostrarte. Rosy, que amándote, mi vida cambia. Enamorándote, tu vida cambia. Pam, pam, pum, bo. Rock me, bo.
Feel something. If you day around, I go feel something day. Rock my tremble, rock me boat. Rock my tremble, rock me boat. Yeah.
Bend down, kilo, my love, be slow. Bend down, kilo, my love, make a bow. Bend down, kilo, licky, bend down, kilo. Licky, down the capo, licky, down licky, licky, down the kilo, licky, down licky, licky, down the capo, licky, down licky. You coco girl, you loco, you colo, me loco, coco girl, you got loco, chica coco. That will for your demand. Bring it, baby, que still take more. Wow, my antenne on my TV. My antenne on my face. My tunde on my TV. My antenne on my TV. Yeah, Akari, my antenne. Tete, ma uche, tete, ma yarache, tete, ma uche, tete, ma yarache, ma uche, ma tuche, tete, 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 you coco girl, you loco, you colo, me loco. Coco girl, you got me loco.
About me do galante. Comment ça mi a l'eta tita. Qu'elle me do galante. Una sap mi ta l'eta tita. L'eta rime l'eta tita. L'eta rime l'eta tita. L'eta rime l'eta
Uno stagger. When a man is so blue, we got us a week in the Kemudos. When
Yes. That a nice one done by this young singer by the name of Stargirl, featuring the guy called Starlight named Papa, real Papa, you know. And this man also na inbound another lady wins a big na the entertainment industry, na especially cultural side, we na Ogobi. Now Ogobi is small sister this, you know, when a Stargirl and they call this one say letter A. Also I like about the song I say letter A, Kenema letter A Tita. You know, Tita. I like that part. Tell me your boy. I don't know how to speak to him anyway. But all the same, it's a nice one. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, the culture, let the culture go on, you know. Respect to the wonderful lady, the young girl, you know, Stargirl alongside Starlight, you know, letter A Tita. And also I play the sound of Ecuador. Ecuador, now somebody from Guinea-Bissau, half Guinea-Bissawian and half Sierra Leonean, you know, and it feature Jose no appear at the video clip at all. They call us a Coco Girl, you know, in Ecuador. Then Guinea-Bissau, it can come salon, they go salon as well, and love salon so much, you know. And also I started with Papa Sam Alafia with Kinjimiri mix, you know, originally done by Patricia Abubakar with the salon right now. Once again, it's Salon Music Corner Plus. Make sure say you go on, subscribe, like, and share this page as well. Make sure say people can come in and join and give you comment them as well. Exactly what you want for know are there for make sure say I give you all the best. And no go with more news than right now. And this one very dear to me. This one very, very dear to me. First of all, now the new president of Slad when Alhaji Manika Kamara, and then as like president. Then we get a symposium, something where they hold on recently with the Ministry of Information, and BBC Media Action as well, concerning how for adjust again the act of SLBC. Serious SLBC, where they can't say while SLBC gets the right for public for broadcast now for the public rather than for belonging to a party, not to government for say them for deciding for do. I think I support this one so much, SLBC, being a part of SLBC, I've been there, I've seen everything. SLBC don't crack, even crack safe. It don't mash, it don't smash. So if Bitman Malika don't can say, I wish say it could be one of the things where the government will really left SLBC, let it go on and serve the public rather than serving the party or rather for serve any government in power. SLBC for be the station for the public, That's why SLBC did down the drain right now. SLBC don't get a lot of directors there, but the worst director so far, now the youngest director. What we get, the worst director we don't ever get now, the one like the youngest now SLBC, and also the deputy director we don't ever get now, the youngest as well ever we don't the now SLBC. Those two people and then corrupt SLBC to the last, and we wish say this new director general we don't cancel go make SLBC and of course large person as well with 20 advocates. So let really be say yes indeed we go on. Also this one here once yes Sierra Music Awards. Don't announce again another date, for 2026 in the first Saturday in August 2026, and the guy gets another award. I was already save the date. I go for the talk about respect to the guy called Egatin Shaba, and also at the other end we see Pastor Jibila Bangura, where we the Crisis Lord International. Well, Crisis Lord International, they count them fundraising dinner for them building project. They want to get a bigger building right now. We are in and get a lot of people for go there. And this guy for be October 11th, it take place now. BSK Cultural Center, Hillcrest, Maryland. And that's the back of the shoppers wall that they did, and one people can go and support. Regular na $100, single patron $150, double patron $250. Go and support. Let this the church come. We get a bigger church anyway because that's what they look for. Another one right now we get stars. Let's say big brother they on right now in Nigeria, and they say yes, House of Stars they come as well. Housemate they come as well. Now this now House of Stars. And the manager, the CEO, when a Val on the side for go across. First, we don't go to SLBC, don't go to Silk TV. Try for bring them on board for make sure they're part of her. Now we don't take the entertainers there now, the stakeholders there. This you go meet some stakeholders and entertainment people in McKinney and Connor. And he decided to go meet them and get some talk with them for make sure they then support the House of Stars where they come on very soon. So once I kudos to Val for doing what they do so, and on the other person we really day to entertain. I know Val way back. Val be the sing, be the group, it already balance me. Me now person I remember, but I don't forget this group of Val Mindy. And they do songs. I know say they don't go a lot of the time and go to the studio and go perform at SLBC that blue screen. But Val balance and song in there. I they look for them. But all the same kudos to Val, and they do well. Now they go on now again with this set where they can right now. I got some other people on me YouTube, me Facebook, and then they send message to me in my email as well. And gospel people and more people like gospel music there. So these segments now gospel songs there, and I sure so now for love them because now songs the way you listen to them, you they get fulfilled. You will go open, things that go happen to you. We go no says indeed these are songs that way and really God now is speaking to the artist and they when they come out, And before that, I want to say speedy recovery to the grandson of with mommy, one-time director general or one-time director of SLBS at that time when I'm mommy Violetta look there based now look here right now. In Grand Piquet and Dwight Coker, better known as Judwe, I say it gets some problem, iron and food, I don't pull her now, but it don't that such. So the one which have speedy recovery, and I mean say yes indeed I will say this one and put at the right time this for say speedy recovery to you. So I did all right now, Dwight. Hope yes indeed God will take control. You will be healed very very soon because this segment definitely it come out for you. And now I come with the fourth segment, and this that's why they coming right now. Now also don't promote long time now salon. It be day we don't do a lot of things. Night in New York right now, and the guy called TK, and this is a song we done in Minde. It's the name. Wolonyama, Wolonyama I think means say listen to me, listen, and they pray to God Almighty, big God Almighty for let God definitely listen to him, for the sins, everything we don't know. This is the right time for let listen to this song and get fulfilled by this wonderful guy called TK Wolonyama. Listen to him, and I'll be right back.
Daddy God, I come to you today. Because right to them, not church, I can go, but I know they reach you. Even when they can preach or teach, I still know they feel you. And I don't tire for this, be broke with life. So now it make I don't come down to not just me and you. Wolonyama, neke wolonyama, wolonyama, neke wolonyama. I don't tire for me, this simple life. Help me in the weakness and strengthen me, oh. Not a one, not a two, not a three, I still not be seen. Even when they can preach or teach, I still they struggle. But all waiting I can do, I still not satisfied. So now it made I don't come now to you. 'Cause I know that in your day, not just me and you. Papa, thank you. We don't get that for say we want to tell you. Thank you, thank you. Papa, thank you. You picking they don't get that for tell you thank you. Oh, oh, my eyes have seen, my ears have heard of your goodness shown to us all. We stand in awe and we proclaim you are faithful. Oh,